Imagine you're 19 years old, ripped from your home, and dropped into a world made of mud. This was the reality for millions in the Great War. Forget heroic charges for a moment. Let's talk about the daily grinding misery of the trenches. This wasn't just a battlefield. It was a living, breathing nightmare. The first thing that hits you is the mud. Not just puddles, but a thick, greedy ooze that sucked at your boots with every step. It was everywhere, swallowing floorboards, rations, and sometimes even men. Constant wetness led to trenchfoot, a horrifying condition where your feet would rot, sometimes requiring amputation. You'd spend days, weeks, standing in water that was often contaminated with unimaginable filth. And you were never alone. Millions of rats, fat from feasting on the dead, swarmed the trenches. They were bold, crawling over sleeping soldiers, stealing food right from their hands. They weren't just a nuisance, they were a constant, terrifying reminder of the death that surrounded you. Then came the lice. Chatting, as the soldiers called it, was the act of picking lice out of their uniform seams. These tiny parasites caused trench fever, a painful illness with high fevers and severe aches that could take a soldier out of action for months. Sanitation was almost non-existent. Latrines were often just a deep pit or a plank over a ditch, and they frequently overflowed during heavy rain, spilling their contents back into the living areas. The stench was overwhelming, a permanent, sickening blend of waste, decay, and disinfectant. This created a perfect breeding ground for diseases like dysentery, which spread like wildfire. In fact, the environment itself was as deadly as the enemy. It's a shocking statistic, but nearly 1/3 of all casualties in World War I were not from combat, but from disease and illness contracted in these horrific conditions. The trenches were a slow, grinding machine that broke men down physically and mentally, long before they ever saw the enemy. It's a stark reminder that the true horror of war is often found not in the heat of battle, but in the quiet, daily struggle for survival. Thanks for watching. If you found this glimpse into history insightful, please like this video and subscribe for more stories that deserve to be remembered.